Alright, welcome back to another Concord Rangers Football Manager episode. Apologies for not sending one out yesterday, but just trying to catch up on a few things. As you can see, we're about to line up against Zebra, whatever. They're Juventus in real life. I'll show you how I've been getting on, and the answer is pretty bloody good. As you can see here, the last time I left you was this game here, 4-1 at home to Man United. The next game after was another bloody 0-0 draw at home to Derby, which was really disappointing. A game that we never really got going. Played a couple of the younger lads to try and rotate the team a little bit, and they didn't really come through again, apart from Levin Stocker, who just seems to be amazing. But since then, we have basically won every game without conceding a goal. I'm not including that Zenit game. That Zenit game was a friendly that was organised during the winter break, which we won 6-1 anyway. Hackett scored 4, so he's looking very good. But so then we played Arsenal in the FA Cup third round, won 2-0, had Garcia sent off in the first minute, and was still by far the better team. Honestly, it was ridiculous. Frith scored and Aguero scored in that game. Then beat Leeds 2-0. It was a slightly worrying game, and a game where we just didn't seem to get going in the first half. In the second half, managed to get a couple of goals from Kouassi and Aguero again. 2-0 away at Fulham. 2 early goals this time by Fatai. Both by Fatai. He scored a good goal on the edge of the area and then scored a penalty. Cruised that one out. Then we won 4-0 at home to Reading. Fatai with again, it was a worrying first half. I changed it up this time and decided to go, right, if you're not going to do it, I'm going to go straight to the attacking 4-4-2 diamond. And it worked. Completely blitzed them in about 20 minutes, scored 4 goals. Fatai with another penalty. 2 for Polyak and 1 for Aguero. Then played Liverpool away in the FA Cup. So just to show you the FA Cup games, we've had Arsenal at home, Liverpool away, and in the 5th round we've drawn Spurs at home. So ridiculous draw so far, but we beat them really comfortably. 2-0 win. They didn't get involved in the game. Aguero with the first and Hackett at the end. Hackett's really starting to come through, by the way. Then beat Brighton 1-0. Again, wasn't a convincing game, but comfortably came away with the 1-0 win. Hackett with the winner in that one just before half time. I actually gave him some stern words after that game because I felt we should be comfortably beating Brighton, but we won 1-0. So we went through the whole of January without even conceding a goal. Then played Burnley away and won 4-0. Again, another really comfortable game. And Aguero with another hat-trick. And Casey Phipps finally broke his barren run with a goal. I brought him on after Aguero got his hat-trick. Joe Wall had a good game in that one. I always like to mention when Joe Wall plays well. This makes it all the more impressive with the fact that we've had Frith out injured for a long time. Yeah, he's had about 2. Well, he got injured. I think quite shortly after the Man United game, so he didn't play at all. He hasn't played at all since. Oh no, he has. He played a couple of games. Yeah, then got injured. Got injured around sort of a little week or 2 into January. But most of those games were played without Frith and without Ben-Raba. Ben-Raba's been playing for Algeria in the African Cup of Nations. So I've been playing a mixture of Hackett and Wall on that right-hand side, and most part, whoever's been playing has played well. Mainly Hackett. Hackett looks really good now. Hackett looks to be coming through quite nicely. Not quite the same player as Ben-Raba, not quite as quick, not quite as direct, but can score important goals, and with Polyak on the left, he's brilliant. So now we line up against Juventus. What I will say now is that because the season is going the way it is, and if I'll show you the league at the moment, we are top of the league, still undefeated, 26 games in, with 4 points clear. So even with that drop 2 points against Derby, we're running away at the moment. The teams below us are dropping points every now and then, and we're not conceding goals. We're scoring quite a decent amount as well. Aguero is now top of the charts, the goal scoring. He's really started to become a bit more consistent. Polyak, I can't tell you how important Polyak is. He is really kicking on as the best player, I think, ahead of Ben-Raba a little bit. Ben-Raba's doing well, but obviously he had a lot of time out, a little bit from injury and a little bit from the African Cup of Nations. Polyak again seems to get injured. He's actually injured for the Juventus game, but he should be back in time afterwards. But what I will say is that because the season is going the way it is, and just like it's because we're going on our run, every game is so important. We're actually in the Premier League 34 games unbeaten, so that stems on from the end of last season. So we're breaking all sorts of records at the moment. I'm going to show every game. So every game is going to have at least two episodes in it, 2 games in it. So I'm thinking for this one, I'm just going to show you the Juventus and the Everton game. Next one, I'm probably going to show you the Spurs Liverpool game. Then 2 games at least for every episode, because it looks as though every other game is a huge game. Maybe 3 depending on how the fixtures lie. But yeah, it's at the moment they're lying in a way that I could do two an episode, depending on how we get on the cups. But at the moment we're going well. As I said, the weird thing is that I'm not even worried about games at the moment. When we drew Liverpool away in the cup, I thought, we could exit there, and we beat them comfortably. I would just cruise through a 2-0 away at Liverpool. Defence was brilliant. Longello, who's come in for Frith, has been fantastic. I'm so impressed with him. So yeah, at the moment, this is the most comfortable in terms of the way that sometimes we need to play well, and we're beating teams like Liverpool and Arsenal and all that. So, but we're at the business end now. Champions League comes back. So, show you the match preview. Yeah, thank you. That's Burnley Everton. Don't really care about that. So now we line up against Juventus. Oh, we're in our red kit for the first time. Oh, delicious. No, not played in the red kit yet. The season's the first time we play this kit. Obviously, our form is excellent and we're favourites to win. I'm not going to change the system. The system has been working perfectly every single game. Unless if it doesn't go so well, then I'll mix up and play the attacking system. But Ben Rabbit is back for this game, but I'm not going to start him, mainly because he's only just come back and I don't think he's quite fit enough to chuck right in. So I'm not going to play Joe Wall in this one. I'm going to put Ben Rabbit on the bench and start Hackett. Hackett's actually coming through really nicely. Polyak is fit, just about, but Kouassi, I've just noticed Kouassi's not quite ready. Okay, I'm going to start Kouassi because he's got a slightly better condition than Polyak. His match sharpness isn't quite there, and I'm definitely going to sub on Polyak at some point. Defence, where's Frith? He's still injured. How long is he out for? 10 days and 5 weeks, so he's still going to be out for a long time. But Longello's been doing really well. Garcia has not been asking to be rested. I have got a booking on him though. I might play Kennedy just because I worry that Garcia might get that booking and then mean he gets suspended for the next game. Longello, Smith. Yeah, we'll stick with that. I think that'll be our team for today. I wanted to play attacking midfielder, attack John Rankin. It's not his perfect role, but he seems to get involved a bit more, and his rating seems just to be a slightly bit higher. Have I got an attacking midfielder on the bench? I haven't. Have I? Paying Stockholm midfield, winger. Don't need Dean Hughes. Dean Hughes is. I've actually. Sorry, I really should mention actually. Obviously, January's passed. The transfers have happened. I have bought players, but they are not for the current team. So the guys I bought in January, Zamfrov and Wallace, are guys I had deals in before. They are young guys. And Davide Prosperi is another young guy, 30 million, possibly rising to 63 million. He's a really highly rated ball-winning midfielder. He's only 19. I've sent him back on loan to Spal. Don't know who they are. They're Italian team, but I've sent him back on loan to the club so he can spend the rest of the season there. And that's where but he'll be coming back in the summer. Yeah, so that's what's going to happen. Yeah, so he's going to be involved. He's going to be involved next season, possibly. But I'm trying to buy lots of young lads, spend money on some young boys. There's still some future transfers to come through, so I look at the transfer centre. Don't know why I'm doing that. You'll see some future transfers here. Got a few defenders coming in. These are all young guys. I mean, they're coming in with the next few years because when they're out of the country, they can't transfer until they're 18. Well, when they're available to be transferred at 18, so 16, 17, 16. So they've still got a couple of years left. James Elliott is a young 34 million I spent on this guy. He can play central defence or defensive midfielder. I'm going to train him to be a central midfielder as well because he looks like he's a bit more of a playmaker. They've got some young midfielders, Dahan, Borisov, Tomasetti and Ismaili. Borisov's actually 22 and he's a Bulgarian midfielder that is extremely highly rated and extremely cheap. Now, I don't necessarily mean to play him because at 22, you'd expect him to be starting to make a break into the first team. He was sold to Sheffield United for like 90k, and for his rating to be only 420k, and look, the scouts are rating him at 91. I thought, I'm guaranteed to make money on this guy, so I don't necessarily plan to play him, but I plan to make money on him. And then I got this Helmut Marshall as well. He's going to join 1st of January 2039, 20 million. So I'm spending some money on some young guys. But that's the plan. I want to build for the future because at the moment the first team is just ridiculous. But there we go. So go back to... back. Go back to the team maybe. Scouting. There we go. That's the team I'm going to play. Let's have a look at the tactics. Yeah. Lower the tempo. Okay. Wear them down today. Let's go for that then, boys. Champions League's back. We always do very well in the Champions League, as we know. 2 successive finals, and obviously we are currently the European champions. So I'm going to carry on playing the way that we've been playing. It's been working for the most part, and I've got the full back of the attacking formation. If it doesn't, I forgot that we were in the red. Oh, I love the red kit. Prove a point, yes. Prove a point, boys. There we go. Right, seems to have been doing quite well. Nogueira's been playing really well. He's come into that role really nicely, and the black shorts as well. Always looks better with the black shorts. The keeper's part injured. Gotta be taking shots surely. But we've got to be looking at what's going on. Is there any scores going on? Oh yeah, Bilbao playing Dortmund. I've always had a bit of a soft spot for Dortmund. I don't know, I just like the way that the clubs run, and I like the fan base and things like that. Right. Come on. I don't know why our yellow couldn't have been played today, but there we go. I know our black couldn't have. Chance for Juventus here though. Oh, what a save by Robinson. That should have been a goal. Juventus should be leading. They're looking the better team, to be fair. Looks like the toughest game to date. We've only lost one game all season, and that was in the Carabao Cup to Southampton. In the game where I just basically phoned it in, didn't really bother about the result. I'm not too fussed about the Carabao Cup, to be honest with you. That's the only game we've lost. We've not lost another game since. Drawn a few along the way. Here's Kouassi. Go on, Kouassi, have a go, mate. Has a go. Oh, wonderful goal. I'm really starting to hope that Kouassi kicks on. He's such a high potential player. There's apparently Everton are going to try and sign him in the summer. That's a great goal. An away goal as well. You've got to be taking shots against his keeper if he's injured. Have they got any of our ex-players? They got Ibrahim Friday. I'll check him out later. Ibrahim Friday is one of our old players. Didn't kick on as much as I hoped he would. That's a lovely ball, that. Oh, I thought we got it. Rankin. Oh, wonderful ball. Nogueira. Oh, is the post go on? Oh. Nogueira, that's a lovely ball by Rankin. Nogueira should have scored. It's been such good form as well. Harvey, lovely. Here's Nogueira again. Got to be some support, is there? Oh, poor finish from Nogueira. Had no support, though. Well, it was a dodgy start, but we're looking good. Oh, Fatai. Okay, that's fine. I'll take him off as soon as possible because I'm not willing to risk him, and Stocker is looking unreal at the moment, so I'm happy to play Levin Stocker if Fatai gets injured. What's that? How many things happened again? Right, Sousa's feedback. Okay, close down Jurgen Peters. Oh, it looks like they've already done it. Yeah, fair enough. Thank you. Thank you. Well, we're in control as it stands at the moment. Smith to Harvey. What I think is attributed a little bit to the different... Hang on, let's just have a look at this. Attack here. Blocked out. Are we going to get a shot on that? We are. Stocker. Nicely done. I love the red kit, lads. I love it. We don't really wear our away kits often enough. I love both the away kits. Nice ball from Stocker there. Hackett. Go on, Hackett. He's been on good form as well. Oh, that's a good save. Yeah, the one thing that I think is attributed to our mean defence is the fact that I've got a lot of them are the same nationality. Harvey, Frith, Smith, Robinson in goal, all English. I'm not saying that they're all English is a good thing. If they were all Spanish or French or German, I'd probably have the same effect. But the fact that they're all in the same nationality means that they can communicate better. Obviously, you've got a Spanish right back, but today I am playing an English right back. And whenever he plays, Kennedy, he plays really well. So I'm quite pleased with the way things are going at the moment. There's nothing to worry about. Yeah, I'm going to tell him to guard against complacency because a 1-0 lead. And I know, obviously, away goals mean that we're in the driving seat, but you want to try and keep that sort of away. You don't want to be letting leads go like this. But there's a big area on that right hand side. Why is Kennedy not getting to that? Oh, what a save by Robinson. Wow. That should have been another goal. Poor from Kennedy on the right there. Headed away by Kwasi. Friday's extremely quick and extremely strong. I remember him, but he just couldn't finish. They had a bit of a spell at one point when I had him, but towards the end he just couldn't score. So I was happy to sign it. I think I sold him for about 17 million to Derby, I think. And he actually had a couple of good seasons at Derby, including one really good one in the Premier League. Oh, it's been blocked out and Gomez runs away. He's a dangerous player, Gomez. I think he's English. Vladimir Gomez, I think his name, and he's English, but... Peters. Get a foot in, lads. Garcia, he's from PSG. Come on, stick a foot in. Juventus kind of having a bit of possession here, which I'm not comfortable with. Crossed in. Oh, mistake by the keeper. We've conceded a goal. It's been a while. Not including that friendly with Zenit, but that's a poor mistake from the keeper. Okay, I'm going to try and ask him to push on a bit more. I'm going to make a sub here. Kouassi's actually done it. Oh, hang on. What happened there? Make a sub. Oh, it's mixed up the... That's weird. Okay, we're back. I'm going to take off Hackett and bring on Ben Rabah. What happened there? Come on. Okay, it's weirdly enough mixed up the Rankin Ben Rabah thing. Oh no, I didn't mean to do that. Oh God knows what's going on. So Ben Rabah's on the right, Rankin in the midfield. Keep it at that for now, and we'll adjust if need be. Got a free kick here. Who's on it? Is that going to be Fatay or Ben Rabah? Ben Rabah. As a ghost saved. Work laptop's going overdrive. Weird. Okay, Rankin wants to come off. Absolutely fine. I'll take off Rankin and well, actually, I haven't got much. Yeah, I'm gonna put Nogueira can play as. What is going on with these? Oh, that's the position they want to play. I should pick that. Yeah, there we go. Sorry. I'm going to play Nogueira as attacking midfielder. He can do that and make sure that attacking midfielder is more attacking than playmaker. Make sure he's on attack here, and I'm going to bring off Rankin and put on Casey Phillips. He's happy as a target man. Absolutely fine. I don't think that happened, did it? Oh, it did. Oh, I got another injury. And Gulu's got injured. I can't take him off. Oh dear. Right, okay. Both Fatay and Ngulu have gotten injured. Still want to win this game though. Nogueira, Harvey, Stocker. Play it around, boys. Kennedy, drop inside. Oh, it's gone in. I think it's an own goal. It's an own goal. Get in. They all count. They all count. Good work from Kennedy on the right, but it's an own goal. A goal kick to Juventus. It's a tough game, but these tough games we've kind of come through all season thus far. Good challenge there by Harvey, who's on booking as well, but they've got a chance here. Friday's dangerous. Cleared away by Longello. That's good. Here's the counter-attack. Phillips, use it, mate. Good ball. Benrahma. Come on, Benrahma. Put the afterburners on. Oh. Poor attempt there from Benrahma. Yeah, a little bit concerning with the injury front there. A couple of people just picking up a couple of niggles. It might be just because it's towards, getting to the business end of the season where players can start to feel overworked. So that's fine. I'm quite confident in the team we've got. And there you go. Come away with a 2-1 win. Our first ever game against Juventus. Not the most convincing performance, but it was good enough to do the job. Got a 2-1 win. 2 away goals. Lovely stuff. Oh, no. I don't really want to tell him it was a very good performance because it wasn't really. Kwasi gets man of the match, that's fair enough, he's got a good goal. But there we go. That's the first leg of the Champions League, second round. 2-1 up, lovely stuff. Next we got Everton at home. Okay, home to Everton. Got a decent record against them. 8 wins, 1 draw, 3 losses. Obviously our form is fantastic. We're favourites this game, but Everton's form's not been bad either, so it's going to be a tricky one. I'm going to try and play as full strength as I can because, this is the league and I value this more than anything at the moment. Going to play Longello. Longello got a booking in the Juventus game, meaning that he will miss the second leg. So I don't feel the need to rest him because he can't play against Juventus. But in terms of the rest of the team, I'm quite happy just to go for a full strength, to be honest. How is Stockton on the bench? Lima, Monaghan, Hughes did bench. Okay, we got any straight defenders on the bench? No. Or maybe I won't play Monaghan then. Yeah, I won't put Monaghan on there. I'll put Milan Pinch on there. Cool. Slight fitness concern over Angulo. Maybe I won't play him then. I'm gonna play Vizic. Leave Angulo. Yeah, I'll play Vizic and leave Angulo there. Vizic is decent enough. I mean, I know he's only 2 stars, but he's quite young. How is he? 20. 6'7" though. He's an absolute unit. So just to bully people in the middle, that'd be lovely. But anyway, Smith's on a booking. 1 yellow card from a suspension. There we go. We'll go with that. Oh, hang on. I forgot to do one thing like I always do. Go on to the tactics. See what he's got to say. Change your insanity. 5 to 6 are support duties. We got 1. Okay, well, I'll make him support then. Oh, 3 actually. If I can find 1 more. Can I do it in defence? Yes, I can. Make him a complete fullback, a wingback. There we go. Keep it going. Go on and keep the undefeated run going. Keep the winning run going. Obviously, we conceded that going to Juventus, which was a little bit concerning. But it was mainly due to goalkeeper error more than anything else. They've got Carl Hussey and Nika Dukanoidze, so they've got a couple of ex-Concord boys. They've got Wes in goal as well. They're a tricky team, Everton. They're always one of them teams that, and obviously we remember the Carabao Cup final from a couple of seasons ago. So they can get results, but I'm thinking we're on such good form at the moment that I'm kind of expecting a win here. Let's look at the latest scores now. We're the later kickoff. So all the other games have happened. Spurs won their game, so we just got to keep this going and keep that 4-point lead. We're in slightly better condition than them. They played in the week as well in the league, so. But I think we played the day before them. Benrahma with a free kick. Ooh. Benrahma was asking to be rested, but I kind of want him to get back into full fitness as quick as possible. And the only way you do that is by playing them, weirdly enough. he can't get back into match sharpness if he ain't playing. Not quite as dominant as I want, so I might just ask him to be a bit more attacking. One of their players has gotten injured. Right back. Yeah, not quite going where we wanted at the moment. Benrahma, that's poor from him. Hussey. Oh, he's quite a good player, Hussey. I figured that we couldn't really fit him into the team anymore, especially with the Stocker signing. Benrahma clears. Here we go, Nogueira. Rankin. Give it back. There you go. Oh, just couldn't get past Dekanuita. Good player, Dekanuita. That's panic there. That's panic from the goalkeeper. Polyak. Penalty. That's a penalty. Surely, Shuto Atwell listens to VAR, gives a pen. It will be Fatai, our designated penalty taker. Come on, lad. It's saved. Wow. We've had a few games this season where a penalty has cost us. That's the dog's barking. I think Hayley's come home.
No, she hasn't.
No, she hasn't. Right. Okay. What I'm going to do, I don't want it to be one of those games again. I'm going to go into him, tell him I'm not pleased, and I'm going to change it to the attacking formation now. We've had a few games this year where we've drawn 0-0 and we've missed a penalty, and that penalty has cost us. So I'm going to take off Fatai because he's actually not playing that well. I put Kouassi on. Well, it's actually going to put for Alfredo on. No, I put Kouassi on. Alfredo's never really played. It's not fair to give him a game where Kouassi actually scored a good goal in the last game. More direct. I'm happy the way it is. Benrahma, here we go. Vizic actually got playing in defence on his own, on midfield on his own. Hang on, there's a ball around the back there. Mori. Oh, I was a bit worried that we were going to go 1-0 down there. It's gone long again. We're not keeping possession very well here. And when we are, we're not doing much with it. Oh, it's Mori again. What's going on, lads? They played 2 long balls in the same minute and they've caught you out. Poor defensively. I know I'm playing a higher line because I'm trying to attack, but this ain't looking good at the moment. Isn't looking sharp. I'm a bit worried about this game. Players aren't playing well. Vizic, Nogueira. Come on. Might take off Vizic. I think Stocker can do a job back there. He's probably not ideally, he's not ideal for that role, but he's a better playmaker than what Vizic will be, so I'll play Stocker in there. Probably should have kept Fatai on, even though he's not playing particularly well. Throw into Everton. This is a dodgy game, lads. It's a dodgy game. We're not doing anything. They've had more attacks than us. Cesar, they've got a chance here. They've scored. No. Lads, this ain't looking good. We're not playing well at all. Not playing well at all. We had more possession, but we've done nothing with it. Our attacking players aren't doing well. Benrahma is not looking sharp. I might take him off. Either Benrahma or Nogueira has got to come off here, I think. Going to take off Benrahma. Hackett's been more form. Benrahma has not looked good. Dear, we could be heading towards our first defeat in the season. Shoot on sight, hurt early crosses, whip the crosses in. Ain't looking good, boys. Ain't looking good at all. Poor performance. I'm just worried that this might trigger a bit of a downturn. We've not done anything. We've not created anything. Free kick to Everton. All the highlights being with Everton in possession. Got to win that. Who's there? Come on! Challenge for it. Harvey. Starting to worry about Harvey, actually, but that's good from Harvey to win that back. Polyak, give it. Kouassi. Polyak. Nogueira! It's a goal! It's not going to count. It's not going to count. Offside. You're kidding. That didn't look offside to me. That didn't look offside at all, but it has been given, so can't argue with VAR, can you? Oh, God. It's another highlight. Come on, don't lose. Bit bloody typical, wouldn't it, that I show you the first loss. There we go, come on. Every game we've kind of cruised, but until now. Come on, Rankin, have a go! Oh. Deflected off our own player, I think. Oh, no. Not much more I can do. The players have let me down here. Polyak, Noguera, Kouassi, none of them are playing well. Benrahma, Fatai, Vizic all play poorly, and it looks like we're going to head towards our first defeat of the season. Yeah, it's over. Bloody Everton. Everton always seem to get a win over us when we just need it. There you go. That's the undefeated streak over. A very, very poor performance. Gonna go into him for that. That was really disappointing. Far from pleased. Obviously missed a penalty as well. Had a goal disallowed. They had more shots than us, so we had all that possession, 55% I think, and 6 shots. It's not good enough. Yeah, Hussey got one over on us. Yeah, I'm gutted with that. 35 games unbeaten, now we've lost. I was hoping that we'd kind of go the season unbeaten, to be honest, obviously. Okay, well that's the end of that episode, lads. It's ended on a bit of a downer. First defeat in a long time in all games. We've only lost 2 games this season. First defeat in all competitions since the 29th of October. The first league defeat of the season, and we're into the middle of February, towards the end of February. So we've done well to not lose until now, but to start a poor run of form now, and we didn't look particularly impressive in that Juventus game. It's slightly worrying. The next episode will feature these 2 games here. Spurs at home in the FA Cup and Liverpool away. So there's 2 huge games if we want to continue progressing well in competitions. But it's not been a good episode today, and that loss, I am just a little bit anxious. It's going to start a poor run of form. So now we're only 1 point clear of Spurs. That 4-point lead has been cut down to 1. After all of that, after going undefeated for that long, 1 loss, that's how it can damage you. And Spurs have been so good this season that these are these games that can happen. So we got Spurs towards the end of the season. That's going to be massive, that game. Benrahma needs to pick his form up a little bit. If I'll show you his form recently, obviously on international duty unselected, but he's not done particularly well. I think he had a run of good games there. I'd say that. But before that, I don't know. He's played 10 of a possible 20. He's got an average rating of 7.7, which I can't be too angry about. Yeah. See what he did for Algeria. For Algeria, he did really well. He's played 19 of the last 20 games for Algeria. Got an average rating of 8.25, 11 goals and 22 assists. So he's got 33 goal contributions in 19 games for Algeria. Ridiculous. Okay. I'm going to look at a couple of players. I'm thinking that Rankin's really probably come towards the end of his career with us. He doesn't seem to perform. If I show you he is wanted by, I think it's West Ham that won him. Always seem to take our attacking midfielders away from us, West Ham. Yeah, average rating of 7, which is actually quite good for Rankin, but his output, goals, 1 goal, 1 assist, it's not good enough. We got rid of players who've done more than that. It's the attacking midfielder position. I just can't seem to get it to work. It's the one thing I've never worked out. Oh, we'll get there in the end. That's the end of that episode. As I said, next game is against Spurs in the Cup, and I am going to show you every remaining game of the season. Gutted that the undefeated streak has come to an end, but there you go. It had to happen at some point. I'm just a bit worried it's going to start a bit of a poor run in form. We've got Spurs next, so join me on that one. See you tomorrow. Cheers, then.